Hello dreamers, and welcome back to part 2 of the storytime video. So let's just get started because I don't want this video to be super long. But so if you didn't watch part 1, go watch it now. So in 2020. In 2019. So me and B stopped being friends in 2017. In 2019, we reconnected. So 2019, January, I started taking this workout class with this girl called Trish Fit. I'll link her information down below. She's an amazing trainer. I really loved her boot camp. She's having another one in April. If you guys live in New York and you want to get in shape, she's starting her spring boot camp in April. $250 for 2 days, $350 for 3 days. Monday, I think she's doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 7 weeks. And the class is really intense. You'll gain and lose at the same time. It's amazing. So I'll link her information down below. But yeah, so I started taking this workout. I started taking her workout class in January, and then February I had a dream that B and I seen each other and we spoke. And then in the dream it was butterflies everywhere, and I'm like, okay, because my long story short, I'm an indigo child. I don't really talk about it. It's my own personal thing, but I'm an indigo child. I'm connected. I do a lot. That's a whole different thing. If you guys want to know more about that, I'm happy to do a story on it. But my dreams and all that is a whole different level. So I had a dream that we were speaking in the field of butterflies. So, and butterflies represent new life. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's gonna be like a new thing to our friendship, relationship. Maybe we just need to hash things out and then let it go. I don't know. So Trish started her boot camp. January was the class. I think she started her boot camp in March. I think her spring boot camp started in March or April. And then she had posted that B was going to come and do a class. So I was like, wow, I knew it, because I dreamed it. I said, I knew it. I was like, okay, so she's gonna come do that class and I'm gonna be there because I paid my money to be there. Okay, so we're gonna see each other. So I already knew we was gonna see each other. So the day the class comes, literally she walks inside. I'm stretching. She walks inside. She looks up at me and I'm like, hi. So then we didn't say anything. That's all I said. She looked up. She was like, and I was like, hi. And that was it. So we worked out or whatever. And then after class, I went back with her to her grandmother's house. And no, before that, as soon as we got on the bus, I literally started and was like, I'm sorry that I didn't call you when that person passed, and I should apologize for the whole situation. And oh wait, I'm getting choked up about it. I should apologize for the whole situation, and I was wrong, and I was messed up as a friend for that. And it was on, like, we're on the bus, and I literally started with that, and I see her eyes, and I'm like, oh my god, I should have. And I'm like, I looked at her and I said, I should have waited till we got inside. And she was like, yeah, you should have waited. And I was like, yeah. But I had to say it because I, like, the growth that happened with me from 2017 to 2019, early 2019, like, that growth that I had and knowing myself and becoming aware of myself and knowing your rights and wrongs and when you should apologize, and like, I literally had a spiritual growth. So I had to get it out because I'm like, if I don't say it now, it's going to eat at me. Like, no, I need to say it. So oh, I'm missing something. I actually hit her up, let me see, 2017. I actually hit her up in 2018, and I explained that I never called her a hoe. And the fact that that's the first thing I started with, I'm like, okay, I definitely need to do some internal searching. But I was like, oh, I never called you a hoe, and she was lying, basically still blaming her for the situation, blaming M for the situation, when I shouldn't have done that. I should have took responsibility for my actions. And that's what I literally had to learn throughout the rest of the year. So now we're at her grandmother's house and we're talking, and I'm like, I apologized again, and I was like, you know, we were just talking about everything. And she was like, yeah, well, M said you said this. And I was like, M said you said this about me. She was like, I never said that. I said, I never said that either. I was like, so the fact that we never got in a conversation or argument, nothing with each other, and this one person comes and she says all of this, and next thing you know, we have this big ass falling out, it just goes to show that M was the problem. So we made a decision that we are going to always be open and honest with each other, no matter how bad it made you feel, no matter how vulnerable it made you feel, no matter how weak it made you feel. It doesn't matter. We're always going to be open and honest. So we agreed on that, and then from there, it literally was like we never split. Like, talking every other day. She's helping me with my logo. Yeah, she was helping me with my logo. She was giving me insight on LLCs and websites and all this other stuff. I stopped. Damn, I gotta finish my website. Sorry, sidetrack. I gotta finish my website. I gotta write that down for my goal for next week. So literally helping me with that. We're giving each other feedback. It's like we never left each other. Like, literally, we just like came back together like Velcro. Like, it's like we never left. And I love that, because now I'm like, the fact that I did some soul searching, changed my ways, and we reconnected, like, I literally felt whole again. Like, I missed her. And we told each other this. I'm like, yo, I was sad for a fucking year and some change, because we wasn't friends anymore. And I was telling people, like, yeah, you know, I kind of feel like she overreacted, and I kind of feel like she was wrong to do that, because ever since I met her, since day one, I've had her back in everything that she wanted to do. When she went to beauty school, when she wanted to start doing fucking makeup, like everything, I've had her back. Everything. She needed somebody to practice her makeup on, use me, use my face. You need somebody to practice a style on, use my hair. And I used to wear my hair long. I used to wear it straight and long. And yeah, so I literally had her back, everything that she did. She wanted to get into what she does now. I'm not going to say, but she wanted to get into what she does now. And I was like, yes, bitch, this is going to be your career. You better fucking, listen, you can't do it now. Who's to say you won't be able to do it tomorrow? Let's go. And I always had her back 24/7. And I feel like certain areas she did drop the ball, because me, at that time, I'm 30 now. So when we first met, I was 19. And at that time, I'm going into my career of being an actor and having my clothing, starting my clothing line at 21. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going into my career and my passions and my dreams. And certain areas she kind of lacked in, because my first thing that I booked it. It went on YouTube. It's supposed to be a web series, but it was only one episode. But it went on YouTube, and I told them about it. Like, all my friends, we all, it was her two best friends that she knew since high school. It was the other two best friends. Like, we all was like a big ass like girl community. Like, I think it was like 7 or 8 of us. And I told them, and like, she didn't watch it. Honestly, nobody watched it. I got people on social media that I went to, like, my dancing buddies that I danced with for years was like, oh yeah, I'm about to watch it now with my fiance. You said, Gabby, thank you, girl. But yeah, but nobody watched it. So I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm telling these people about it, and it's like I'm backing you guys up 100%, and nobody is backing me up. They're saying, yeah, Melissa. They're saying, yeah, you're doing a good job. Yeah, so nobody didn't watch my stuff, and I back my friends up 100%. But yeah, so we sat at her grandmother's house. We reconnected, said we was gonna be open and honest with each other from here on out, and we were good. Like literally, like we never left each other. So fast forward to, I'm gonna say maybe July or beginning of August again, but I'm gonna say July or no. So after we reconnected, it went from us reconnecting to she wanted me to be her creative designer slash stylist for her brand. So make her outfits, help her pull or go with her shopping to see things like just a creative vision. So I said, okay, no problem. I love doing that because I started doing costume design work for film. So I said, okay, no problem. I would love to do that, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. So she was like, yeah, and I'm going to pay you because, you know, I'm sitting here telling you that everything you're doing, you should be getting paid for it, and I can't be the one to not pay you. Okay, no problem. Never asked her for no money. But I said, okay, no problem, cool. So we would meet up. When she would come here, we would meet up, we would post stuff. I would tell her that this is good for this. And then she was like, I don't know how we got on the conversation, but she basically said how she didn't have no content to post, or she wanted to have a photo shoot, and you know, you gotta hire a photographer, blah blah blah, and how somebody in her family was supposed to get her a camera and never got the camera, and it's a whole lot of back and forth. So me having the G7X, I have a great ass camera thanks to my fiance, but I have a great ass camera. I said, I'll take your photos for you. I'll block out a day, go to the city with you, like, and you know, I have a lot going on, so I'm like, I'll block out a day, go to the city with you, and I'll be a photographer. I was like, and then I can send you everything. So literally, we go to the city. She takes bomb ass photos. Like, her photos came out really, really, really good. So I'm not saying I took some bomb ass photos. She had some cute poses. Her photos came out really, really good. So so then that happened, and then with that, she's like, oh well, can you make me something? She seen herself in yellow for one thing, and then the other one, her color is red. So I said, okay, I'll make you something. Mind you, this is, we were supposed to do the photo shoot. I think when we talked about it, I only had a week to make her something. And I said, okay, I looked at her, I said, all right, you like a size small. And I said, you know your waist? She told me her waist. I said, oh yeah, size small, I got it. Literally went to the fabric store, bought the fabric. I don't remember if she paid me for I don't remember if she reimbursed me for the fabric or she paid for it, but whatever. I bought the fabric, came home, made her something quick, like literally made her something. Then as soon as I finished making it, went to her grandmother's house, who was a block from here, went to her house, tried it on her, took it back home, fixed it up. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing all this back to back. Then the second time, oh, I have an interview. The interview's 2 days from now. Can you make me something? Went to Walmart, bought 2 gray shirts. And I remember she gave me the money for that. But I went to Walmart, I bought 2 gray shirts, cut both of the shirts up, remixed the shit. She had a brand new top. Did that. And this is in like a 1-2 day span. And I'm like, you know, this is actually not bad, because if I want to be on that level in an industry where, who's to say, like for me in the industry, I plan on acting full time and then maybe taking 2 films out the year to do costume design. But I'm like, if somebody like an artist asks me, I'm like, oh, can you make me this by tomorrow? I want to be able to get the shit done. So I really didn't mind, but this is her doing that, and she, mind you, all the stuff she's supposed to pay me for. So the last thing was, she had a show. She came down. I took her, she was gonna go to Pretty Girl. I was like, no, we're gonna check the thrift store first. Took her to the thrift store. We found a little dance section. She got a costume from there, cute little jazz costume, little fringes on it. She got a costume from there, and then we went to Pretty Girl, found this cute little leotard bodysuit. No, not a leotard. It was a bodysuit. I'm used to saying leotard because I'm a dancer, but bodysuit, and it was a thong bodysuit. I took that home, customized it, put some rhinestones on it. You see what I'm saying? And yes, all this stuff didn't take me long to make, but the fact that I back my friends 100% because they literally mean the world to me. Like, if one of my friends are out of whack, I try to do everything and anything to make them feel semi-okay with themselves, to where they can pick their shit up and pick themselves up and get their shit back on the ball. And I've always been like that as a friend. So in the midst of, I don't even know how it happened. So we did all that talking every day, and sorry guys, I heard a door. So did all of that, and then in the midst of all of that, somebody that she knows was supposed to do my logo for, somebody that she knows is supposed to do my logo for my skincare line, and he just couldn't get my concept of what I was asking for. And then he kept saying, oh well, you don't want to get sued, so you should do it the way I drew it. And it was a lot of back and forth between them two, not me. I spoke to him and I said, you know, you're just not understanding what I'm saying, so let me try to get somebody to draw it out for you, and then you'll understand, or draw something and then we'll go from there. And he really just wasn't understanding my concept, and it was more of him and her arguing back and forth, and then he's just coming to me apologizing and shit like that, which I didn't have a problem with. I honestly just felt like, you know, after a while of me talking to him and explaining to him, if he can't see it, then he's just not meant to do it. It's not for you. That's just it. And I live by everything happens for a reason. That's what I live by. And I live by, if it is meant to be for you, it will be for you. So he just wasn't understanding my concept. So I was just like, you know, maybe he's just not meant to do my logo. And then from there, I had remembered that my friend Sai, she does, her name is Saika, she does graphics. And I remember that from back in the day when I first met her, and she when she was singing. I think she still sings, but I'll link her information down below as well. Damn, I got a lot of people to link, but I'll link her information down below as well. She does graphics, logos, marketing. She's amazing. She's like a whole fucking powerhouse. Like, she's amazing. She's a beautiful creature. But so she did my logo from, I explained to her what I wanted. I showed her my two concepts. She did my logo. The shit came out amazing. Beautiful. I love it. So it was that, and then from there I was like, you know, I think this was the third incident to where B had said she had somebody, and then in the midst of working with them, it just didn't go well. Because the first incident was a photo shoot. The second incident was with the videographer who did the skit for us. He said it would be $100 to do the skit. I had to film something, she had to film something. So he said it was going to be $100. I said, okay, cool, no problem. And then in the middle of us getting ready to film with him, he says, oh, it's going to be an extra $50. And I'm like, an extra $50 for what? He told me it was $100. She was like, oh, because 2 people canceled on him, so he's upping the price. I said, what the hell does it have to do with me? That's what I said to her. I said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. He told me $100. I'm gonna pay him $100. Then 2 days later, she FaceTimed me. She shows me money. And I was like, oh, what's that for? And she was like, oh, it's for the both of us for the rest of our skits that we want to do. Somebody in her family gave her $100. So basically, she had $200. So the $100 was supposed to cover the $50 for both of us. Long story short, I don't know what happened to the money, but at the end of the day, he did my skit, and I paid him $150 out of my pocket. But she told me that her cousin had gave her the extra $100 for the 50-50. So that was it. But anywho, I was just like, you know, this is the third time that something happened where she had a person and it didn't go well. So maybe she just can't help me in that category, which is fine. Like, honestly, I feel like, I don't want to say use, but everybody has people in their lives for something, and you're not using them. But they're beneficial to you in some way, and she just wasn't beneficial to me in that department. Her bringing people in to help me just never went well. So I'm like, you know, maybe it's just not, maybe she just can't do that for me. So teaching me the LLC and all this other stuff is great, but that department, you know, it just didn't mix. That was just it. So from there, I got my friend Saika to do my logo, and yeah, so after that happened, she literally hits me like, I'm trying to usually be trying to go back into, so she literally hits me, she hits me on, I'm sorry guys. Okay, I can't find it. But she hits me on Instagram and she says, do you ever feel like you're gaslighting people? And I'm like, no, what the, and then I was like, well, no, I didn't say no. I said, I don't understand that terminology. So can you like not speak it slang? Like, you know, LOL, can you not speak it slang? Because I don't understand. And then she was like, do you ever feel like you're talking people up when really you don't mean it, or something along them lines? And I said, no. People ask me a question, I tell them my honest opinion. I tell you how I feel. And I'm like, well, why would she ask you that if she already knew that? Because I remember one time we had went shopping and she tried on, that's when damn, it was a certain pair of pants that had came out for that summertime, and it was real popular. Not the palazzo pants, it was something else. But was it the cigarette pants that came out? I think it was the cigarette pants that came out and everybody was wearing them. And she put them on, and the person we went with was like, oh yeah, they look good on you, blah blah blah. And she was like, listen, what do you, she was like, listen, what do you think? And I was like, oh, I don't like those. I was like, they're not flattering on you. You look wide, your butt looks flat. Like, I literally told her, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm that honest with you, or for that, and it was other stuff I was completely honest with her with. Like, one time we went out for her friend's birthday party, and she met a guy, she did whatever, and I was like, well, why the fuck would you do that? And she said, because I wanted to. And I said, okay, but I feel like you shouldn't have done that. Like, you just shouldn't have done that. In my opinion, and I told her, I said, that's nasty. That's the exact words that came out of my mouth. I said, that's nasty. And she was like, well, I wanted to. And I left it as that. That's it. So, like I said, you know, you live your life the way you want to live your life. I've always been 100% honest with her. So when she texted that, I'm like, well, what the hell is she talking about? I'm like, well, why would she ask me that if I like told her on several occasions how she didn't look good in these pants, and she didn't look good in this top, and she needs to change her style. Like, I didn't tell her this on several occasions. I even helped her change her style, because she used to wear tops and black leggings all the time, and I helped her get into colors, get into fashion, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so I said, no, I don't do that. I tell you the honest truth. If somebody asks me a question, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. And I said, why? And I said, if I come off like that, let me know. Like, why did you ask that question? She didn't say anything. I said, okay, like, okay. And then it's on Instagram, so you know, it tells you if you've seen it or not, and it didn't have seen at the bottom. So I'm like, okay, she didn't see it yet. So then 2 days go by, I hit her up. I said, no, yeah, 2 days go by. So in the midst of that, she was saying how she wanted to perform at the House of Yes. And I'm like, yes, girl, manifest that shit, speak that shit into existence. And then she had gotten to their group on Facebook, and then told me to go into their group as well, so I can work. Because I was like, yeah, I wanted to work with the people at House of Yes. Like, if I could design somebody a costume, you know, shit like that. So she was like, yeah, I just joined their group, you should join their group. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I check her from time to time, but I'm like, okay, cool. So 2 days after that, or maybe 3 or 4 days after that, she posts saying that she's gonna perform at the House of Yes. So I hit her up, yes, bitch, I knew you was gonna manifest that shit, blah blah blah. She ain't say nothing. I said, yo, what was about yesterday? No, I said, what did you mean about the question that you asked? Like, I'm still confused. Can you elaborate? Didn't say anything. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I'm like, okay. So this is me contacting, and I was trying to find it on Instagram. So this is me contacting her, and I'm like, okay. So then from there, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let this happen again. I said, universe. No, I said this beforehand. I said this was in, I think it was June. She kept saying, you know, I be sitting down talking, and I say, what if Melissa really was this type of person, or and everything that M said was true, and what if Toke is really this type of person? And she was like, you know, I can't think like that, because if we trying to build a better relationship, then I can't have that mindset. And she told me that shit 3 times. And the 3rd time she said that to me, that night, I laid in my bed and I said, universe, if we are meant to be friends, then we will be friends. If we was meant to just hash everything out and then go our separate ways, it will happen. I was like, please show me a sign. And literally 2 days after that, she texted me and asked me that question. And I'm like, okay. So then after everything, I said, I'm not gonna let this happen again. I was like, universe, I hear you. We were just meant to hash it out. I was like, let me just try one more time. Literally sent her an email. Said, hey B, I don't know what's going on with us. You said that when we got back together, this relationship, we was gonna make sure that we're open and honest with each other, no matter how vulnerable, how weak, whatever it made us feel. And you know, I would like you to explain your question. If I hurt you in any way, or if I said something that made you feel a certain way about it, I'm very sorry. You know, sent her this long ass fucking email, and she didn't even respond. So that came off to me like she either didn't like the new Tokyo, how aware I am of myself, and how just whole I am, and how my frequency and vibrations is just like all connected into one. And I really take my time with manifesting, and just like me as a totally different person. So I don't know if she couldn't relate to that and she seen me as new, but that's honestly how I took it. And I'm just like, either she thought I was gonna be the same Melissa, I don't know. Like I don't know, because I never spoke to her, so I really don't know what her intentions were. So I sent that email and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it as that, and if she emails me back, she emails me back, and if she does, she doesn't. And she never emailed me back, so I don't know what her intentions were, or why she stopped talking to me again, or why she felt some type of way about it. But like I said in the beginning of part 1, I don't have no ill will towards her. I wish her all the best in her success and her careers, everything. And whatever she wants out of life, I hope that she gets it. Like, it's literally to the point where people who I don't talk to anymore, I'll sit there and think about them, and I'll just send them love. Like, literally, and when I do it, I literally have a beam of pink and reds flowing out of me, finding them in the world. So I'm just like, you know, I honestly just left it as that, because I didn't know what else to do. I just took it as a sign that she wasn't, she thought I was gonna be the same person, or she wasn't ready for me, or whatever the case may be. But I'm so sure of myself and so in tune that nothing's gonna take me off my boat, like my high horse. That's just it. But yeah, so her basically not communicating with me back, no email, no text, no nothing, I honestly feel like she didn't grow as much as she said she did, because she literally did the same thing she did 2 years ago. So to me, I honestly felt like you didn't grow, you didn't evolve as a person. No matter how much you said you evolved, you didn't. Because if you did evolve, the new B would have been like, I felt like you so and so and so and so, and then we would have talked about it and hashed it out and went from there. But the fact that you didn't, just shows me that you're the same person that you were 2 years ago. And that's fine, that's okay, it's not a problem. But don't put on a facade for me, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been real with you 100%. So that was just it. But yeah, yeah, that's basically, it's basically it. Yeah, and I even spoke to one of my best friends, my other best friend's Panda, about it, and she was like, Toke, if you feel like this is what it is, then that's what it is. She was like, you know, you sent text messages, you sent emails, and she didn't respond back to you, so maybe she just wasn't ready or there yet. And I'm like, okay, so we were just meant to hash everything out and then go our separate ways again, which I'm fine. But let me see, am I missing anything? Oh, the butterfly reference. So when I had the dream that I was talking to her and it filled the butterflies, she kept saying how she was dealing with something with some guy, and she told the universe, like, if it's meant to be, or if something, I'm gonna need to see butterflies. And she literally kept seeing butterflies everywhere she go. Like, she would go in the store, she would like something, like jewelry, she'll pick it up, it'd be a butterfly, it'd be like, have little butterflies on it. So, and I was like, that's funny, because when I had the dream that we was talking and filled the butterflies, I'm like, that probably was a sign that she was coming, we were going to meet. And then I think like maybe 3 or 4 days, or maybe even a week later after that, I had went to the dollar store, Family Dollar, and I seen this cute little bathroom set, and I picked it up. I seen like it said Faith and stuff like that. I picked it up and bought it, and then when I went home and cleaned my bathroom, when I opened it, it had butterflies on it, and I said, wow, that's crazy. So yeah, that was, I mean, yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt now that we hashed everything out, but now honestly guys, I'm at peace with it. Like, I'm so at peace with it. It's like, it's honestly like another lifetime, and that's why I honestly feel like I was able to do this story time, because I'm just like at peace with it. What's up, dreamers? So I actually forgot a part in the hey guys, I actually forgot a part in the story. So the last, thank you baby, the last part, the last time I had spoke to B, so basically I said how I said the whole she's supposed to get a camera from somebody, and they somebody in her family, they never got her the camera. So I said that she can borrow my old camera to make a short film that she wanted to make, called, I don't even remember what it's called, but she wanted to make a short film. So I said, you can borrow my camera, do your short film, you know what I'm saying, like, so you have the camera, now you can get work done. And this is what I mean when I say I'm behind my friends 100%. I didn't have to lend her my camera, but I still chose to, because she was my friend and I see her creative vision, I see where she wants to go in her life. So I lent her my camera, and then after she stopped talking to me, I think like maybe a week went by, that's when I texted her. No, that's when I realized that she still had my old camera, and I sent her a text and I said, hey, hope all is well, can you please mail me back my camera? She said, of course, no problem, I'll mail it to you out, I think she said Monday. Monday came, I never texted her. She hit me up Wednesday saying, oh, yeah, sorry about your camera, Melissa, I'm gonna mail it out to you soon, I'm going through blah blah blah. Didn't answer, because we're not friends, so I don't care what you're going through. I don't give a shit if your fucking house is on fire. I don't care. I wish you all the best, but I don't care. I can't sympathize with you no more, because now you're gonna get a different version of me. So long story short, that's the last time I spoke to her about my camera. And then she has sent me a text saying, I think on that following week, she sent me a text saying that she just mailed the camera, and I didn't text her back. I think I did say, okay, thank you, but I'm pretty sure I didn't text her back, and I just left it as that. When my camera came, I never told her that my camera came or nothing like that. So that was officially the last time I spoke to her, when I got my camera back. And that was just it. Like, it's a story time. I ain't got nothing else to say, boo. Thank you guys for watching another video. Make sure you holler at your girl, King Tokyo. Become a subby to be my buddy. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.